This is Duke University.
There are new business opportunities in Africa. 7 of the top 10 fastest growing economies are from Africa. Countries like Ghana, Ethiopia, Mozambique, Chad, Angola. So we are the 2nd fastest growing region in the world after Asia. Number 2, there's a paradigm shift now in the way we're approaching Africa. We want to provide linkages between business opportunity and social impact. Come and make money in Africa, but also make a difference. That's a much more sustainable model than the past. Africa is going to be the region of growth ahead of Asia in 10 years' time. Africa is going to have a larger middle class than China in 10 years' time. Africa is the future. Africa is the opportunity in the world. For people in the US, for people in Europe, for people in Africa. HIV/AIDS, poverty, malaria, starvation, unemployment, inequality. What we're saying is, look at those problems as opportunities. Why don't you link a human need to a business opportunity? Pursue the solution of the human need and make money in the process. Let's talk about mobile telephony. In 1994, 70% of Africans had never had a phone ring. Forget use, ring, never had it, 70%. Today, 70% of Africans have access to telecommunication. That was a human need for communication, need for communication among the people. But guess what? The mobile telephone companies are making billions of dollars out of Africa. Econet, MTN. And not only that, they've gone into banking now. M-Pesa in Kenya. EcoCash in Zimbabwe. Again, a human need. 80% of the people in Zimbabwe have no access to brick and mortar banking right now as we speak. And the number is very similar in most African countries. That's a human need. But why don't you look at it as an opportunity? I'll come in and provide banking services for the poor, but I make cash out of it. EcoCash is making tons and tons of money in Zimbabwe. M-Pesa is making lots of money in Kenya. Agriculture, food security. Our people don't have enough food. Why don't you use technology, biotechnology, use ICT to drive use per hectare, to provide information about markets, to provide information about the weather? Why don't you use biotechnology to develop high-yield seeds, better fertilizers? When you do all those things, you're going to make money, but you're going to provide food for the people in Africa. We are looking for creativity and innovation in terms of addressing African problems. We are sick and tired of being sick and tired of charity. Don't come to us with handouts. Teach us how to fish. More importantly, why don't you make money by doing good? That's our new slogan. The traditional thing has been, the bottom of the pyramid, the poor have no money. So if I go and invest in the poor markets, I won't make that much money. Actually, it's a misnomer. We call it the bottom of the pyramid. The bottom of the pyramid, there are lots of people in the emerging markets, lots of them with very little cash as individuals, but collectively, lots of money. What you need are different business models, different distribution strategies, different products to service the poor. The way you service New York, the way you service London is different from the way you service poor Soweto, the way you service Kumasi, the way you service the bottom of the pyramid. But guess what? If you are clever enough, if you're innovative enough to design the products, to design the business models, to design the distribution models that are necessary and effective in the bottom of the pyramid, you'll be able to invest among the poor and make tons and tons of money, but also empower the poor and make a difference. Creativity, innovation, entrepreneurship is what we're pushing for us to provide solutions to the poor people, but making money in the process. We don't want charity. Charity is unsustainable. We want economics, what we're calling creation of shared value. Value for business, value for the community, value for the environment. If you can do that, then your business is sustainable. I think the starting point is to challenge conventional wisdom. You've had the big debates. Are leaders born or are they created by Duke University? Others argue leaders are born, natural born leaders. Leaders are taught at Harvard, at Duke, at Columbia. There's a new philosophy in town that says, no, none of the above. Leadership is a decision. You decide to lead. So this is a better philosophy because it encourages everyone to become a leader by adopting what we call leadership values. Yeah, by making sure that you lead yourself first before you lead others. By making sure that you have integrity, by making sure that you have a vision and you can empower others to become leaders. So I think the most important thing is yes to being born with ability, yes to good training, but that doesn't make you a leader. Leadership is a choice. You see a human need, you see a challenge, you prepare yourself, you take a plunge and make a difference. And that's what, if you were to ask me, is what we need in Africa.